Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Impact7 and today I'm going to be playing F1 2019 right at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This is Season 2, Race 21. This is my career with HASS, the final race of the season. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now, I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Really push my road to 700 subscribers. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links all for you as usual in the description box down below. Also, please don't forget to hit that notification bell just so you can keep up to date with my latest content. I'd like to welcome everyone who's recently subscribed to my channel. Really do appreciate it, thank you. As you can see on the screen right now, it's the drivers and constructor standings. First of all, the driver standings. I'm the drivers world champion, leading by 50 points. Second place is Lewis Hamilton. Third is Valtteri Bottas. Fourth is Max Verstappen. Fifth is Devon Butler. Sixth is my teammate Sergio Perez. Seventh is Lucas Weber. Eighth is Charles Leclerc. Ninth is Pierre Gasly. 10th is Alexander Albon. 11th is Sebastian Vettel. 12th is Nico Hulkenberg. 13th is Kevin Magnussen. Both Ferrari drivers have not done very well this season. 14th is George Russell. 15th is Carlos Sainz. 16th is Lando Norris. 17th is Lance Stroll. 18th is Daniel Ricciardo. 19th is Antonio Giovinazzi. And 20th is Kimi Raikkonen. In the Constructors' Championship, we do have a chance of winning, but it's going to be very difficult. Mercedes are leading with 445 points, 21 points clear of second place team HASS. So we definitely need one of these, either Bottas or Hamilton, to retire from the race, and then hopefully I win, and then my teammate gets into the top 5 at least. And then we have Red Bull in 3rd, then Toro Rosso in 4th. Then it's 5th is Renault, who are only 5 points clear of second place team Williams, with 70 points and 165 points respectively in 5th and 6th. Then in 7th it's Ferrari, who are doing terribly this season. 8th is McLaren, 9th is Racing Point, and 10th is Alfa Romeo. Alright, expected qualifying positions 4th, expected race positions 4th as well. Team goal is medium, 5 extra resource points. I've already achieved that. As you see from the title of this video, I plan on moving to Ferrari after this race. Qualifying the race is both going to be dry, as you'd expect, to be honest. Okay, rivals, winning my rivalry against my teammate 18-11, and losing my rivalry against Lewis Hamilton 6-3. Let's get to qualifying.
Here we are at the beautiful Yas Island circuit, where qualifying is about to begin. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the action. The competition is certainly heating up as we head into today's qualifying. Some impressive times showing up during the previous practice sessions. Anthony Davidson, do you think we can expect a similar level of skill to be showcased during today's qualifier?
Well, I certainly hope so. The competition here is
thank you very much for watching.
I think we might see some very close times today. Remember, practice isn't just about fastest lap times, though. It's about optimization. It's about ratifying your decisions. No one's going to be sweating small mistakes here and there, but in qualifying, that all changes. You need to nail that perfect lap or face the consequences. And believe me, that's a lot of pressure.
As usual, the car set that I'm using for this live stream will be in the description box down below. If any of you want to use it, feel free. Okay. Who's out on track already? Looks like it's Pierre Gasly. Charles Leclerc, just going out now. So the pit exit's pretty dusty. Lance Stroll, Alexander Albon's just going out as well.
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets busy. All complete.
I agree.
Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
Might as well go out now. Get a lap in early. Obviously, if I need to do another lap for whatever reason, I've got more than enough time to do so. Just announcing the live stream on Discord, and then we will continue. Okay. Thank you to everyone who's liked the stream already. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Mental Screw, how you doing? Mental Screw, come on, man. You don't even say hello first. You just go straight into bringing up Mustafi. What's going on? Mustafi is sponsored by HASS, which means you're... Wow. Wow. Well, here's the thing. I won the Drivers' Championship, so... If that's what you call a curse, then... It's a very good one. Got Ferrari right behind me. I think of maybe letting the Ferrari through actually. Gonna let him through now. Alright, here we go. Bottas has gone quickest so far. Didn't quite catch the time there though. I'm very good. I should have said hello. Yes, you should have. Yes, you should have. I'll read the rest of your comment in a second. Hold on. Back and set out me a bit there. 57-1. What do I get to do? 4 attempts up on Albon. Albon was quicker than Bottas in the second sector. Okay. I think the Red Bull is better than the Mercedes in the vehicle performance comparison, I think. I think it's Williams out of second, if I remember correctly. Turning a bit too early. 1 minute 34.9. What can I do? 1 minute 40.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
1 minute 34.0. Very quick time. Could have been in the 1 minute 33, to be honest. I think I did make a couple of mistakes in the final sector. Do you have a wheel? No, I don't. I don't have a wheel. I used to have one ages ago, back when I had the PlayStation 3, I think. I had that and I threw it away, so I don't have it anymore, unfortunately.
best lap so far is a 1 minute 34.0.
Just know I'll be shredding some facts since you failed to read the Discord chat, I believe, from yesterday. No, I read it. I just couldn't be bothered to comment on it. I did do a what's it called? Impression on your comment. I did say no comment on it, and then I put the little emote with your comment. So I did comment, it's just didn't go fully. Thank you to everyone who's liked the stream, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Is this one-shot qualifying? No, this is full qualifying. I always do full qualifying. So there's qualifying 1, qualifying 2, qualifying 3. McLaren is in second, so clearly they're not going as fast as they could do.
213.1 miles per hour.
Clearly they're not going as fast as they should be, the AI, because there's no way Carlos Sainz in McLaren should be second. There's no way. Nolan, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching. How are you? Arsenal Brighton tonight, 1:45 p.m. Damn. Did you say you were living in India, Arkerton? Because I'm pretty sure
You're doing a great job. We're much higher up the field than we expected to be.
I could have sworn you said recently that you were living in India right now, weren't you? Yeah, mate. Okay, I was right. Okay. Wow, 1:45 p.m. Yeah, but we're normally years ago. If you had mentioned that Arsenal were playing Brighton, I'd be happy. I'd say, yep, it's a win. It's a win. I don't even have to watch the match. It's a win. But with the way we're playing so far, I have no clue what's going to happen. I mean, we've played 14 games. We've only won 4 games out of that 14. That is just horrifyingly bad. Absolutely horrifying. Granted, the Aubameyang scored, 11 goals this season? Which means it's almost a goal a game for Aubameyang. Almost. But yet, we've only won 4 games. Terribly bad. Terribly bad. United won 2-1. I predicted Spurs win 2-1. Yeah. To be honest, aside from their goal, really, Spurs didn't really do anything. Really, they didn't really threaten Man United. Other than the Daniele goal, that was it. So, for all intents and purposes, it was a comfortable victory for United. Which, considering it was supposed to be a top game between Tottenham and Man United.
Top of the speed trap, 213.1 miles per hour.
It's kind of disappointing, to be honest. But one thing I can guarantee you for later on's match with Arsenal, no matter whether you are an Arsenal fan, a Brighton fan, or just neutral, it's going to be an entertaining match. Why? Because Arsenal don't know how to defend. So there's bound to be goals. You can guarantee in any Arsenal match there's never going to be a clean sheet. If there is one, it's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle if there's a clean sheet. Let me correct myself. It's a clean sheet. It's a miracle in a clean sheet only if Arsenal don't score. It's a miracle if the other team don't score. It's an absolute miracle. He's the only hope. I would put Lacazette in there as well, because Lacazette's, I think, a very, very good striker. Why he's not in the French first team, I do not know. It's criminal that he's not in the first team, because he's probably... I'd say he's behind Griezmann when it comes to their strikers, and then that's it. Griezmann, then Lacazette when it comes to their central strikers. Obviously, I wouldn't say he's better than Mbappe, but for people who play in the middle, then it's Griezmann, then it's Lacazette. Yet for some reason, he's not in the team. And look how poorly Giroud's doing. He's barely getting any games in. So, and you can hold up the ball better than Giroud, and that's Giroud's main forte. And you can't even do that properly. But anyway, sad to Ozil degrade. Not too sure about that one. He's not what he used to be, if that's what you mean. I agree with you on that, but here's the thing. In this match tonight, I want to see Lacazette and Aubameyang up front together. I want to see Ozil just behind those two. I want to see Pepe on the right. I want to see Gabriel Martinelli, the young Brazilian player we have, playing on the left. So basically, the formation I would like is a 2-3-1-4. Where it'd be Lacazette and Aubameyang up front. You have Martinelli, Ozil, and Pepe behind them. You have Torreira behind them as well as our defensive midfielder. Then obviously our defense could be whoever, because it's just Mitch and Max right now. So Torreira, not Torreira, Tierney, David Luiz, Socrates, and then Bellerin. If Bellerin's okay, because he gets injured all the time recently. And Mustafi won. I'm not even gonna read that comment, man. I'm not even gonna read that comment, man, because that's just really concerned about defense. I just don't get it, man. It's like everyone knows. You could ask a 5-year-old, right? If they know anything about football and they've watched Arsenal for any period of time, you could ask a 5-year-old, what's wrong with Arsenal? And one of the very first thing they would say is they have a horrible defense. How is it no one has identified that and sorted it out yet? How? Makes absolutely no sense. Wow, it's like that, Impact. I see how it is now. Yeah, you see how it is now if you keep on putting in Mustafi all the time. Oh my days. Alright, let's have a look at the table, the timesheet. So 1 minute 40.0. Lewis Hamilton is 11th place. Not too sure what's going on.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:34.0.
Are you definitely joining Ferrari, or would you consider joining Red Bull or McLaren? Here's the thing. Ferrari is the team I support in F1, so at some point I wanted to go to Ferrari, but not like the first or second season. I am a part of the Ferrari Driver Academy, so I went to Alfa Romeo first of all for season 1. I'm now at HASS at season 2, and now season 3 I want to go to Ferrari. Having said that also...
We're top of the speed trap, 213.1 miles per hour.
Ferrari are not the Ferrari we know in real life. They're not very good. I think they're the 7th best car in this career mode that I'm doing. So I have to build them up. So that's another reason why I'm going to choose them as well. Rather than me going to them and they're the best team and then I just wipe the floor with everyone. So it'll be interesting. Well, guess what? Have a good evening, and I'll see you on Saturday and Sunday for the thrashing I give you in both games. Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I'll see you then. I'll see you then. Mental screw. If I remember correctly, weren't we, when we were doing one-on-one, didn't I destroy you like 5-0? So, enough said. Enough said. Let's fast forward. I didn't go fastest. Whoa, okay, this is interesting. I knew they were sandbagging. I knew they were. So Devon Butler was able to beat my time. Okay, fine. By 0.2 of a second as well. Bottas was 0.2 slower than me. Gasly was 0.2 slower than me. Okay. Not too bad. So the first 5 cars are eliminating qualifying 1. My teammate's so close to losing. Damn. So close to getting out. Antonio Giovinazzi, Lando Norris, Kimi Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Charles Leclerc. First 5 cars eliminated. Didn't you remember when I played FIFA 19? FIFA 19. Wow. With you and you lost all the games apart from. Honestly, I don't remember, man. That was ages ago. FIFA 19, you have to go all the way that far back to try and remember. Whereas I think what I was talking about was a Fortnite match we did recently. So yeah, you have to go back all the way a couple months, where I just go back a couple weeks. Come on, man. Who's your favorite driver then? Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Normally what I do is I support Ferrari no matter what driver it is. And then out of the 2 drivers that Ferrari have, I picked my favourite out of the 2. And right now I have to say Charles Leclerc is my favourite. What he's been able to do at Ferrari, with it being his first season, has been very impressive. He won 2 races, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2. Belgium and Italian Grand Prix. Then Vettel won the Singapore. Okay, we will see on Saturday and Sunday, won't we? Yeah, absolutely we will. We will.
We should get out there and get a few laps in.
No doubt about that. But have a good day, man. Thank you for popping by.
Checks
let's
complete. We're ready.
Okay, so I need to get into 1 minute 33s as we saw in qualifying 1. Somehow Devin Butler was able to beat my time, so pole position isn't guaranteed. Got Mercedes in front of me and the Ferrari behind me. Got 2 Red Bulls out on the track as well. Got a Renault and got, I think, a Williams out on track, and a McLaren behind the Ferrari just coming out of the pits. No point using DRS right now while I'm on my warm-up lap. I'm trying to give the Mercedes a bit more space, while not allowing the Ferrari to get too close to me. Here we go. 36 is where I struggled a bit in my qualifying 1 lap, so gonna have to improve a bit there. One minute 36.0 from Max Verstappen. That's nowhere near good enough. One minute 35.3 from Gasly. Once again, still not good enough from both Red Bulls. Oh, they're on the mediums. Okay, that's they got an excuse there. 1 minute 34.5 from Lucas Weber. But I think both Red Bulls are on the mediums rather than the softs, so that would explain why their times are so slow. One minute 33. There we go. 1 minute 33.7.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
Nice to see I can at least compete with Devin Butler in his time. Is this even possible on my career mode? You know, the first race I think is Australia. Yes, it is. I got a lap time of 1 minute 32. Okay. And Lewis Hamilton got a 1 minute 25, and the rest of the cars are close to my time. I'm second as well. There is a bug in this game where if you're in qualifying and you accelerate time, then the AI sometimes can achieve a time that's just not possible. Like I remember in, I think it was.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 33.7.
I think in the previous game, I was doing Monaco, and I think it was Fernando Alonso did a sub 1 minute time in Monaco. Now, anyone who watches F1 knows a sub 1 minute time is just not possible. That was like a 50-second time. That's just not possible. So sometimes if you do advanced time, or you just skip qualifying, like you retire from the session, then the AI sometimes are able to achieve times just not possible. Also, if you're in like season 2 and onwards, if you skip qualifying, then the game reverts back to how the cars were in season 1. So say for example in season 2 or 3, Mercedes are like the worst car on the grid. If you skip qualifying, then suddenly Mercedes will be like pole position. So you'll see Hamilton, if he's at Mercedes, in pole position, even though their cars are worst. So obviously that's something that they should fix, because that shouldn't be possible. But yeah, there are a couple bugs and glitches in this game still, unfortunately. People are diving into the pits. Let's see if Devon Butler can equal me this time. Also, so sector 1 fastest, second 2 fastest by 3 tenths.
We're top of the speed trap, 213.3 miles per hour.
Sector 3, I'm slower by just a tenth, so that's more like it. Normally it's the final sector where I'm just nowhere, I'm just really slow. I got beat by Gasly, how? Oh my goodness. Oh, come on, man. Gasly was able to beat my time by almost a tenth. Lucas Weber was close to me. So too was Hamilton. Oh my days. And look, remember I was talking about Ferrari and how they're not very good? Look, both Ferraris just got eliminated in qualifying 2. So in qualifying 2, the 5 cars that were eliminated are Carlos Sainz, Devon Butler. Now you see, I think what I just talked about before, about how accelerating time makes it so that AI can achieve something that it shouldn't normally achieve. Look at Devon Butler. Devon Butler was able to beat my time. He was able to achieve 1 minute 33 and was able to beat my time in qualifying 1. Now look, he gets eliminated in qualifying 2. Clearly there's an example, because if that's the case, he should have speed to challenge me here. He should be in the 1 minute 33s. So anyway, Devon Butler in 12th. Kevin Magnussen and Sebastian Vettel, both Ferraris, eliminated in 13th and 14th, and Lance Stroll in 15th. There's a bug I experienced that when the safety car is deployed, pole position is ghosted in career mode, and that you can't drive past pole position even when the safety car is gone. Really? I haven't experienced that one before. That's a bit weird. Alright, I'm going to speed up time a bit, which I normally don't do, but I'm hoping they don't achieve some crazy. If anyone achieves a 1 minute 32, then that's obviously the bug happened to me, but let's see.
All set. Everyone clear?
Cars out on track. Got a ton of space. This should be a brand new set of softs, which you can tell the brand new set of softs by their shine. If they've got shine on them, they're a brand new set of softs. Which they are. For those of you who don't know the rule in F1, the tyres you do your fastest lap in qualifying 2 are the tyres you start the race with if you get to qualifying 3. So it's vitally important that you're careful with the tyres in qualifying 2, particularly whichever one you're doing the fastest lap on, because that could affect your first part of the race.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
I said nothing.
Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:33.7.
1 minute 33.7. I think that's the same time I was able to achieve in qualifying too. So I need to put in my best time, really, if I want to challenge Gasly. One of the things they should allow you to do also is they should allow you to do a pit stop in qualifying, where if there's not much time to get in and obviously being pushed back into the garage, it should allow you to do a quick pit stop. But obviously the real issue is the fuel. Please no one come out just yet. Please, I don't want anyone getting in my way. Fambino, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching. Oh my days. Hit the wall. Impact, are your races 100%? No, they're 50. If I did 100%, each race would be like an hour and a half. Not including qualifying, so that would be a bit too long. If I did 100% qualifying, then I would do like one shot qualifying. I wouldn't do full qualifying.
3 minutes to go.
Roger that. Fastest in the first sector, can I keep this going? Who was your driver of the year, not including Hamilton? Oh, that's a I like that question. I like that question a lot. Aside from Hamilton. That's a very interesting question, to be honest. Because there could be a couple of candidates. Oh, back end. Oh, no. One, I guess Charles Leclerc could be up there because of his performance in his first season with Ferrari. I would say Gasly as well, but that would only be with Toro Rosso. So like half the season. Because of his comeback. I'm pretty sure it would be quite demoralizing to be taken away from Red Bull and put in a Toro Rosso. But the performances he was able to do in Toro Rosso were very impressive. I wasn't able to do it 2 tenths slower. I don't think I'll have enough time to go again. I don't have enough fuel either. I couldn't get on the front row of the grid. Overall,
And with qualifying complete,
fifth, my teammate bit me.
Top 3 today. Verstappen, Weber, and Pierre Gasly.
Although both Mercedes are behind me.
We now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow.
That's interesting.
Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
1 minute 33.5. Whoa. No, I wouldn't have been able to challenge for pole position with that time. No way.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. A superb qualifying performance from your old F2 teammate today.
Yes, it looks like all the hard work it paid off. Yeah, that one. I keep on. I keep on thinking about Lando Norris whenever I think about driver of the year.
Well, thanks anyway.
I'm mainly looking towards the young drivers who've just come in, and I think Lando Norris has done a pretty good job. So driver of the year aside from Lewis Hamilton, I'll say Lando Norris. With what, not just Lando Norris, but also what McLaren's done this season as well, I'll go with Lando. Is there a race this episode? Yeah, I do qualifying and then the race. Mental screw. Come on, man. I'm pretty sure you've seen multiple of my F1 streams. Surely you know this. I do qualifying and then the race. Don't have to worry about that.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
That's true. Here we go to the race. Impact, you want to know my driver of the year? There's only one candidate and he doesn't even drive. No, I do not know. I do not want to know. No, because I know who you're going to say. I do not want to know. No. I finally got this game good. Hopefully you're having fun with it.
Welcome to the Yas Island circuit for the finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its short history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Island circuit through 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and starting alongside is Lucas Faber. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Gasly, Campbell, Lewis Hamilton and Albon, Russell, Sainz,
I'm up into
Butler,
4th place.
and Kevin Magnussen, Perez, Stroll, Antonio Giovinazzi and Norris, Bottas, Raikkonen, Charles Leclerc and Nico Hülkenberg. They've taken a grid penalty. Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Pit on lap 10 for mediums and go till the end of the race. I'm not too sure whether the mediums would last to the end of the race, so I think I might have to go on to the hards.
We need a points finish to have any hope of the championship.
Here we go. So... okay, so... there's 2 options for me. Obviously, 2-stop strategy. Start on the softs, go to the softs again, and then go to the mediums. Or, go into the soft... obviously, I'm starting on the softs, then go to medium. I think we're going to go with this one. Granted, it's 4 seconds longer. So I have to gain 4 seconds. Actually, this is low tire management, isn't it? I'll go with this one. I don't like to have tire management. 1 lap of extra fuel. Yeah, I completed it in like 4 days. Really? You must have gone through race after race. I'm guessing you didn't do... hold on, you do 100% as well. I see you say I do 100%. You did 100% and you did it in just 4 days. You must have just grinded out that match, grinded out those races, man. Damn. Now I'm replaying on 100% and it's actually boring. Just trophy hunting. Okay, fair enough. If you find it boring, try and increase the difficulty. I'll make it a bit nice. Monaco always gives an entertaining race, yes. Monaco is for me, it's the worst track, but it's always some sort of action going on there, no doubt. Okay, I've got to go for this one. What I was originally on, in 4th place. Here we go.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
I think I've found a way to have a decent launch. I'm going to try it. Once we get around to the grid again, I'm going to try and see if it helps me out a bit. Main goal is to get in front of Gasly going into the first corner. If I can do that, then I'm in a good position. Obviously, I want to get... I'm already ahead of the 2 Mercedes. Well, actually, I've got Hamilton behind me here. So, Mercedes are 21 points clear of us in the Constructors. So, I do think I need to win, and then my teammate needs to be in the top 10 for me in order for us to gain on them. And I'm hoping one of them get eliminated. One of them retire. The Mercedes, I mean. So it's going to be an interesting race here.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Roger that. When you join Ferrari, are you going to use TV cam? You mean this one? This is what I normally use. I've just suddenly taken a liking to this one. Is there even use to the formation lap in the game? Yeah, it helps you to warm up your tyres. And that obviously helps you to get a better start off the grid. That's why they have this. So you can keep an eye on your the tyre temperatures. The more heat your tyres have, the higher the tyre temperatures, you get them into optimal range, the better start you'll possibly have. I prefer the one you're using. Okay, in terms of camera, I get it. Hold on, I joined Ferrari and stopped playing on my 100%. Okay, here we go. Race is about to begin.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Is it me or does it look like Weber's not in his box a little bit? Looks like he's a bit to the left. Let's see how this goes. Did I put my engine up to max? No, I didn't. It's on none. Oh my days, I would have got destroyed. Here we go, and we are racing! The initial clutch release was good, and as usual, I get swamped by everyone. Don't want to crash into the Toro Rosso. I pushed Hamilton wide. Hamilton lost position, so I did lose a position, but oh wow, catching up to this guy pretty quickly here. Though it does seem to have worked out a bit for me, actually. Got back 4th place. It looks like I had so much more grip compared to the Toro Rosso there, going through that right-hander. Where's Hamilton? Seems I knocked him down quite a way down the field, which is actually worked out for me. It's a good thing I lost 4th place then. Got the fastest car in the speed trap. Oh my days. So definitely have the straight line speed. I think this is 28 lap race, if I'm not mistaken. 50%. Because it's 50%, I restrict myself to only 2 flashbacks. I want to get past Gasly as quickly as possible. Weber's in the lead, so he was able to overtake Verstappen. Okay, let's put in Rich again. All of a sudden, Gasly just suddenly pulled away from me. Oh, gonna run a bit wide. 1 minute 40.4 from Weber. Verstappen's not letting him get away though. Bring this down. Don't be using too much of my ARS right now. Does seem that the Red Bulls had the advantage over me in the final sector. There's a big train behind the Mercedes there, if you look on the map. I was going to go wide there for a second. fast lap. There we
That
go.
was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
1 minute 38.5. 1 minute 38.3, I should say.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
Had to lift off, or else I would have ran very wide there. Gaining on Gasly, might be able to take him here. Got DRS. Gasly's got DRS as well. Gaining, gaining, gaining. Here we go. Just sail right by him. Now, I know there's a DRS section here, so who's going to get DRS here? Is it me again?
Nice move. Good job.
Yes, it is. Okay. That's kind of unfair, to be honest. Up to 3rd place. Verstappen's defending. Oh, my days, Weber locked up quite badly. Verstappen had a run on him. Although, I must admit, him locking up to his tyres actually helped him keep 1st place. Helped me catch up to them, though. Let's reduce everything here. No real opportunity to overtake. Oh, gonna run a bit wide. Oh, come on. Don't need that sort of mistake now. Right, let's turn everything back up again. Have you watched Drive to Survive Season 1 yet? Nope. Don't even know what that is. What is that? Right behind Verstappen here. He's got DRS. And I was able to catch up to Gasly rather nicely. Oh, I'm doing the same to Verstappen. You can hear me hitting the rev limiter. Gotta try and outbrake him. He's on my inside. Oh, a bit of a tap there for Verstappen, but I got him nevertheless. Gonna have another dose of DRS.
Engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
Right behind Weber. Oh, the two Renaults, 2 Red Bulls are fighting each other. This allowed me and Weber to get away. With Hamilton not even in the top 3, this is working out rather nicely here. Teammate.
We're leading our teammate by 10.2 seconds. They're on old softs. They're in 9th. The time last lap
okay.
was a 1 minute 40.4.
Okay, so he's in the points now.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Okay, he's in the points right now, Perez. While I don't think Bottas is. So this is looking good for us right now. Should be able to pass him here. Should be able to pass him. Let's see. It's about F1 2018 season. Behind the scenes of the drivers. Oh, behind the scenes. I think I've heard of it. It's a documentary, isn't it? Oh, I had to go so far to the left there. Got to squeeze out the Renault though. There we go. Got him. Up to 1st place now. Shouldn't really do that. Kind of cut the corner there. Pit stop information.
Right, we have 2 stops left in this strategy. We have 2 stops planned. Your pit window opens in 2 laps' time.
Okay. Oh my days, that came so close to hitting the barrier. Come on, he needs to get the Need to get ahead of him by a second. I don't want him getting DRS. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. It's within a second of me. It's quite far away though. I can feel the wear on these tyres now. Ran a bit wide there. Championship standings.
As things stand, we'll be leading the championship.
I really wish they would actually talk about the constructors as well, not just the drivers.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
Yes, I'm just ahead of him by a second. That's what I wanted.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
So far so good. If I was to pit, where do I come out? 12th place. Okay, I think that's where the racing point is. You're just going through the hairpin now. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. We do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream so far,
Don't forget, box this lap.
please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Really would appreciate my road to 700 subscribers.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Here we go, diving into the pits. Put on a set of mediums.
Complete, go now.
2.1. Nice stop. I want to get out just behind this racing point that's coming up now.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
I want to get ahead of the Renault. Oh, looks like I'm going to come out right next to the racing point. Oh, actually, I'll come out ahead of him. Oh, that's even better. Okay, I'll take that. Didn't expect to be ahead of the racing point. Got a tiny bit of space here, which is nice. Racing Point's gonna have DRS on. Should be far enough ahead. Can't afford to be fighting with the Racing Point, to be honest. Please, Ferrari, pit this lap, please. Less drivers have to actually overtake on track, the better. Oh, the Ferrari's carrying on.
Sergio is in the pits.
Fastest final sector, okay. I think Weber's in the pits, which he is. Fastest in the first sector. You can see how much more grip I have. I'm pushing the Ferrari along there. The Ferrari's got DRS, so do I, and the difference is, well, plain to see. Depending on how this goes, my exit should be able to pass Giovinazzi here now. Giovinazzi, bid nice. Good. You just stayed on the inside. You didn't trouble me in any way. I appreciate that.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Got a nice gap to Lucas Weber. What lap is it? Fastest lap of the race, nice.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
We're on lap 10. Lap 10 of 28, so 18 laps left to go. Butler's on the old set of mediums. Should be able to pass Butler here. Is he going to go defensive? A little bit. Oh, look who it is, Lewis Hamilton. The person I'm really racing in this race here for the Constructors' Championship. Driver in front.
Hamilton ahead. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:40.8.
Kind of surprised you stayed out so long on those soft tyres, to be honest. Very surprised. What editing software do you use to do your thumbnail and stuff? I use a photo editing software called Affinity Designer.
Gap to teammate behind is 20.2 seconds.
It's basically Photoshop, just cheaper. I know with Photoshop you need to pay for a subscription, whereas with Affinity Design I paid a one-time fee, which was I think was like £35, and then I just use it whenever I want to. I don't have to be subscribed to it. Just pay £35 and that's it. It's mine. So yeah, that's what I use. It's basically Photoshop, just without the subscription.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Sorry about that. Christian, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching. How are you? Full race update.
You're leading the pack. P1, Weber is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 8.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. 6 laps until your pit window is open. 18 laps to go.
Okay. Weber's in second now. Guy around racing. Also, look at Verstappen, he's right behind Lucas Weber, so he's having to worry about dealing with Verstappen rather than trying to chase me, which is always a plus. Verstappen's on the soft tyre, so he's definitely going to have the advantage. I'm 9.2 seconds quicker than Weber. Damn. Well, I'm 9.2 seconds the gap between me and Weber, I should say. And I opened that up, really, during the time in which I was on the mediums and he was on his old softs. So you can see the difference. Damn, you talking to your girl? No. No. I got a... It was my dad, actually. The ringing, you heard?
Charge is high. Let's increase ERS deployment to up the pace.
The ringing you heard, that sounded like a doorbell, was a delivery that my dad's been waiting for. So he just called me to confirm, that's all. Need to keep an eye on my fuel, it's getting pretty low. Can't surprise Verstappen still hasn't got past Weber yet.
Weber behind. The gap behind us is 9.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 38.4. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Copy that.
They want me to go 2 extra laps on these mediums. So I guess the wear that they're seeing isn't as bad as what they initially thought. Okay, that's fine by me. Look how much ERS I've got. Might as well turn it up a bit. Man United and Liverpool won, yes. Man United against Tottenham 2-1. Liverpool against Everton, what was it, like 5-2? And it wasn't even Liverpool's strongest team as well, so that was a bit more of a slap in the face to Everton. But Everton was so bad out there, it was unbelievable. Yeah, well, I think that was illustrated by the fact that they lost 5-2, sorry. .6, 9.8, the gap between me and Weber right now. Oh, did they sack him? Did they really sack him? They can't really sack him because of the Liverpool match. Who didn't expect them to
We're leading our teammate
to lose
by
against them?
24.3 seconds.
Also, for those of you who don't know, as you can see on the top left, I put my name. As you see, I'm in first place. It's got purple filled in. That's because I've got the fastest lap, and normally if you've got the fastest lap and you're in the top 10, you get 1 extra point, so that could help with us possibly winning the Constructors. Currently 21 points behind Mercedes. Teammate.
Gap to teammate behind is 26.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 9th. The time last lap was a 1:40.2.
I need him higher than 9th place. Need him much higher than 9th place, to be honest. He's not that far behind Hamilton, which is nice. Which means if my teammate's in 9th, that means Bottas isn't even in the points yet, which is good. But I still need him to be higher, to be honest, Perez. Horrible run of form, yeah, they have been. No doubt about that. And their team's not exactly what you would call horrible or rubbish. Their team, I think, is actually decent. So the fact that they haven't been performing pretty well is... the manager does have to take some blame for it. No doubt about that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're like in the bottom 3 now, aren't they? Everton. So the higher up at Everton definitely have to do something. Can't let it go on like that forever. So far, so good. I think we're on lap 20 now. No, we're on lap 16. Okay, my mistake. Driving in the previous camera view and then now driving in this one does feel a bit weird. Pit stop information.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy. Pit window will open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps.
Okay, you're not sure whether he's got the sack yet. Okay. No, but it definitely looks like he's on the verge of being sacked. No doubt about that. I'll say this much. He's definitely the manager who's most likely to be sacked.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Roger that. I'm sure Verstappen's been on soft again. So he has to go into the mediums. Oh, what did Verstappen do here? Yeah, he did soft and soft. Okay. Alright, so yeah, he definitely has to go into either the mediums or the hards. Hamilton's in 6th place. Come on, teammate, man. He needs to do better than this. Devin Butler's going to be quick. He's going to be on the softs for the last stages of the race. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. Really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying your stream so far, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Really, really appreciate my road to 700 subscribers. Arsenal should be able to beat Brighton. Hey, man, you're preaching to the choir, man. Because I'm hoping as well that they beat them. It's not. I'm hoping it's not a match where we struggle. I'm hoping it's a match where we just completely and utterly destroy them, like a 5-0 annihilation. Aubameyang scores a hat-trick. Lacazette scores 1. Ozil's setting them all up. The defenders aren't making any silly mistakes. Because the team is really lacking confidence right now. Particularly the defense. The defense is atrociously bad. Verstappen's taking time at me all the time. He's flying right now. Ran a bit wide. Especially Mustafi, yep, especially Mustafi. And Xhaka too, not too sure how he's still playing for Arsenal, but still.
We're leading our teammate by 29.3 seconds.
It's not jumped up to 11.5. Oh, Verstappen's pit, that's why. I was wondering, how did it jump up to that all of a sudden? Granted, my engine hasn't been at max, hasn't been in rich or high ERS for a while, so... I'm glad we sold Mustafi, and then you corrected with David Luiz. Okay. Here's the thing, I think David Luiz isn't bad if you play him as a defensive midfielder. Someone who doesn't really have the... well, his key... He can defend, but it's not his primary role. If you put him in like defensive midfield and have him where he's the one who tries to intercept passes and then link up play with the midfield and the attack, I think he'll do okay. But relying on him to defend is, I think, is asking a bit too much of him. Okay, I saved up a bit of ERS and fuel. Let's use it.
We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
Roger that. .2 seconds clear. Personal best in the first sector. Not too sure how my personal best is not the fastest first sector, to be honest, because you know I've got the fastest lap. Teammates in the pits, so too is Hamilton.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
I'm 3/10 slower. How am I 3/10 slower? Damn. Alright, let's bring everything back down again. So Verstappen's on mediums, as he should be. Just having a quick look whether I could go onto the softs, but there would be a used set of softs.
Release.
Verstappen's going quite well.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
I think Verstappen closed the gap on me a bit. Verstappen's on a bit of a rampage right now. 6.9, yep. Definitely closing the gap on me. Teammate.
Gap to teammate behind is 47.7 seconds. They're on
Damn.
fresh mediums. They're in 11th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 55.9.
Come on, teammate, man. You need to be challenging Hamilton. Come on. Who are your top 3 predictions for F1 Driver Championship next season? Obviously, I'm going to put Hamilton in there. I'm going to put Verstappen. And then I'll put in...
Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment.
You know what? I'll put in Vettel instead of Leclerc. Because Vettel has to be on a mission next season. A mission to show everyone just how good he really is. Weber's gone quickest, 1 minute 36. Didn't quite catch what that time was. I was just on the fastest first sector. By 0.3 of a second. I want that.
Okay, the gap behind is 7.6 seconds.
I want that fastest lap back. If you don't mind, Weber. I need all the points I can get right now because my teammates let me down. Personal best by almost half a second, and it's not fastest. It's not the fastest second sector. Come on, man. Oh, back end. Oh, my days. Oh, I think I may have just lost that fastest lap just then. Don't know where the back end think it was going, to be honest. I had a ton of oversteer there. In case you're wondering, oversteer is when the back end steps out. Understeer is when the front end doesn't want to turn in. You turn the steering wheel on, the front end just doesn't turn in at all. Fastest lap? Yes, 1 minute 36.2.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
I think I could have been into the 1 minute 35s, to be honest, if I didn't make that mistake. 9.3, the gap between me and him, good. It would be crazy if Hamilton equals Schumacher's record for most championships. No doubt about that. But at the same time, when you look back at when Schumacher was racing, there was only 10 races. Normally. I think it was like 10 and then it went up to like... I think Max was like 14, I think. It might have been, I think 14 or lower. Back when Schumacher was racing. Now it's like 20. It was 21 now. And then they're trying to increase it to 25 possibly, so it is very interesting doing that, but at the same time the domination of Mercedes over the past couple of years has been really impressive, and then obviously Hamilton has been doing amazingly well. Even when Ferrari have had the better car, Mercedes have been able to beat Ferrari, whether it be through strategy, whether it be through sheer quality of talent when it comes to Hamilton. So I think not only will he be able to equal Michael Schumacher's record, but I think he will be able to actually beat him.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Good. I'm going to go for another fastest lap run next time round. Although I'm not too sure whether the tyres will allow me to. Come on, teammate, you're just one position away from Hamilton. Come on.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
2021 is going to be an insane season, absolutely, because of the rule changes. So you don't know how teams are going to shape up. We saw Ferrari dominate at the beginning of the millennia, in the 2000s to 2004. It was Ferrari just dominating. I think from 2010 to 2014, I think it was Red Bull. No, hold on. 2005 to 2006 was Renault. Then 2009 was Brawn, just complete domination. Then 2010 to 14 was Red Bull, with Sebastian Vettel's
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
4 straight wins. And now it's Mercedes. So whenever there's dramatic rule changes, significant rule changes, there's always a team that's able to capitalize on those rule changes and completely dominate. Oh, I forgot to turn everything up. Nah, I'll do it next lap actually. 9.6.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I think it's lap 24. Yeah, lap 24. Got 4 laps left. Oh, look how close my teammate is. Come on, teammate. Oh my days, my teammate's so close to getting another position. He must get it going through the... Look how close he is, man. He must get DRS and pass this guy. He must do. Then I think it will be only 1 position behind Hamilton. Come on, teammate. Come on, don't let me down. Run wide a bit. 9.9. Okay, so it looks like Verstappen's not interested in trying to catch me, which is good. %100% on the ERS, that's good. Oh, ran a bit wide. That damaged my front wing? No, it didn't.
We're leading our teammate by 33.8 seconds.
Oh, less than half a tenth down on the fastest first sector. Oh, he still hasn't passed him yet. Come on, teammate. Two tenths of a second down.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
What was that? Oh my days, I had to lift off. Oh my days. If I didn't lift off there, I would have gone right into the barrier. NSG, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching. How are you? Car sounds so weird from this view. I got my music results today. Oh, okay. Hopefully you did well. You don't need to tell me. That's your business. All I'll say is that hopefully you did well. Regardless of whatever grade you got, as long as you did your best, you gave it everything you got. Oh, my days back and almost stepped out of me. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can hope for, really.
ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
No thank you. One more lap after this one.
Okay, the car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
He's going to need to catch me a lot more if he hopes to catch and pass me. Yes, my teammate got by the Toro Rosso. Good. He's behind Hamilton now. Good.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
That's fine.
This is your final lap of the race.
Oh, carried way too much speed. Just lift it off and let the car carry on. Final lap of the race. Not long to go. Gonna end the season in style as I come through to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Let's go.
Yes, you've done it. Well done.
Brilliant stuff from Haas today. What a superb victory. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Haas are no doubt happy with today's performance, having secured the win this weekend. And our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations as we speak.
Great drive. Thank you very much, Nolan. I appreciate that. Thank you. Obviously, the start could have been better. Lost a position, but after that, I was able to get into a bit of a groove, and then I was able to pass a couple cars, get first place, and then
now let's discuss,
able to pull
who
away.
Would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Sebastian Vettel would definitely be my first choice. He showed up a lot of the drivers out on the
Did we
track
win
today
the constructors?
Didn't show any signs of slowing down.
Yes, we did
Time
it.
to see how things are shaping up
We did it.
in the Constructors' Championship, and it's total victory for the Haas team
We
as
got
they
it.
become the World Constructors Champions.
We got constructors
They haven't
and
been in this
drivers'
sport long,
championship.
but my goodness,
Final
have they
day,
left an impression.
final
Another
race,
team that
we were able
excelled
to do
today
it
was Williams,
by
who
3
made further
points.
progress up the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So it was important I got the fastest lap, which gave me an extra point. And then when Sergio Perez passed, I think it was Devon Butler, I think that was where we really needed it. Those extra 2 points from 8th to 7th was what we needed. And we got Constructors' Championship as well. We're very happy with that. Great way to end the season. Double championship winner.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Constructors' victory, just got a trophy for
better
it.
than last weekend. What changed?
A few tweaks to aerodynamics. It really helped me today. All right, let's go with that one.
How does it feel sharing a Formula One podium with your old F2 teammate?
It's a credible feeling, and there's no one I'd rather be up there with. Okay, sportsmanship. Now, when you get on the podium
Appreciate your
in
time.
the Ferrari, you will have to shout. I'm not even going to try to say that because I'll just embarrass myself. But I think I know what you mean. It's what Leclerc and Vettel say on the radio. I'll probably listen to one of their to the radios and listen to how they pronounce it. But yeah, I probably will have to do that at some point. Almost 6,000 resource points. That'd be unfair if I use them. Instead of yes, got the trophy. Woo woo.
Nice job this season.
Ferrari, here we come.
You've been performing well, and that's putting us in a strong negotiating position contract-wise. Plus, my 10%'s getting more valuable. So enjoy your break, and keep up the good work next year. Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season.
If she's getting 10%, let's say I'm on a £20 million contract. She gets 10%, that's 2 mil. That's a pretty good salary. Start negotiations. Negotiate with a different
Good
team.
thinking. Maybe there are better options elsewhere.
Ferrari. When you change teams, you will lose resource points. Yeah. Okay, fine. They're giving me second driver. Wait a minute. What? No. Disrespect. Total disrespect. Look at that. 18th they expect me to qualify. That's how bad I was just about to say Arsenal. That's how bad Ferrari are. Propose?
Okay, everyone's happy with that proposal, and we're locked in. From the next race weekend, you'll officially be racing for a new team, so you better start getting ready for the move.
I've got level 3 in everything in contract perks. and yet my value isn't met with the contract value. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Alright. Next season now. So the top 3 teams were Williams, Haas and Toro Rosso when it comes to the best cars on the grid. Ferrari are 8th. That's terribly bad. Also, I don't know who my teammate's going to be. Please let it be Sebastian Vettel. Please let it be Sebastian Vettel. Please, 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 please. I don't want Kevin Magnussen. Great expectations. Just got a new trophy. Please don't let it be Kevin Magnussen. Please, he's terrible. He's a horrible driver. Please, no. Please let it be Sebastian Vettel. Please, 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 please. And there should be at least one driver movement because I've vacated the Haas seat. So who takes my vacant seat now at Haas?
Welcome back. I hope
yes, it's Vettel. Okay, good.
Fit. We've got another tough season ahead of us.
Matteo Binotto welcomes me to Ferrari, which is nice. Always nice for the principal to do that. Contract summary. Nice, okay. Goal update. Okay, fine, that'll be simple to do. Ah, so they had free chassis components added to the car. That's nice. Dry in both qualifying the race, good. 2,278, nice. Kevin Magnussen's been let go. Ooh, ho, ho. Sorry, Kevin Magnussen, but at the same time, I'm not sorry because you did poorly at Ferrari. So he's been let go, and Kevin Kubica, sorry, who wasn't in F1, has now joined Haas. Nice to see Kubica back. I'm very happy that my teammate is Sebastian Vettel. But also, look at Mercedes. Mercedes are right underneath Ferrari, so my goodness, man. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting indeed. Alright, so, got 2,000 resource points. Are we the best in chassis? Because we've got quite a bit. We're second. Okay, nice. That didn't work. Okay. Whoa, look how low we are when it comes to chassis. When it comes to aero. And, whoa, what's going on here? So slow. Damn, okay, we're going to need to really bolster this up because this is not acceptable. This is not acceptable, and we need that, and we need that as well. We have insufficient. Oh my days, are you kidding me? 100, okay, get that back. Get that as well. And then what I think I'll do is I'm hoping by the end of this race, the Australian Grand Prix, I'll be able to get this. Look at the improvements they've done on durability. They haven't done... Oh my days, they've barely done... Look at the gearbox. Oh my god. I'm going to need to do a lot for Ferrari. Alright, that's the end of this live stream. I'd like to thank everyone who's watched. Really do appreciate it. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links will be as usual are in the description box down below. Aside from that, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Hope I'll see you all again on my next live stream. Laters.